This is the all-new Jaguar E Pace, and when it goes on sale later this year, it will become the brand's biggest seller yet. It's essentially the baby brother of the F-Pace and takes on rivals such as the BMW X1 and the Audi Q3. It's based on the same platform as a Disco Sport, although this is slightly shorter and lower. It's also a similar price. The E-Pace starts from £28,500, which is almost identical to the BMW X1. So let's look at the styling. Well, actually, it doesn't look exactly like an F-Pace, which was kind of what we were expecting. Instead, there's some inspiration from the F-Type, these headlights at the front and the rear, and these lower grills down here. There's obviously the Jag-esque grille that we kind of see across the whole family these days, and there's short overhangs on the front and rear, which are also very F-Type like. This sweeping roofline leads to a very good looking rear spoiler, and you'll see that back window, which Jag like to call a teardrop graphic, which also reflects the F-Type. Now let's look inside. So the interior shows how far Jag has come on with the interiors of their cars in recent years. This also has quite a lot of details from the F-Type. This grab handle in the console is one example. There's this 10-inch touchscreen which is called Touch Pro Infotainment, so you can access everything you want on here. There's climate. Once you've connected your phone, you can access all your apps as well. They've kept these rotary controllers, but they look very clean design-wise. You've also got your drive mode lever there to change as and when you want. To keep everyone happy in the car, there's 5 USB ports. And there is the option to connect up to 8 devices via a Wi-Fi hotspot. Now let's have a look in the rear. Now the F-Pace has never had that much rear leg room, and that's probably true here. There's about 5 centimetres less than an X1. That said, I'm 5'6", and there's plenty of room in here. I saw someone in here earlier that was 6'2", still had plenty of room. And you know, I'm pretty comfortable, so I think that most people would be comfortable in the rear here. However, what it loses in rear leg room, it wins in boot space. So the car has 577 litres of boot space, which means about 70 litres more than the BMW X1. It's pretty flat as well, so it'll be really accessible, no kind of awkward lip here. Just a tailgate is an option, though it's not on this car, but there is this easy button, so it'll just shut like that. Jaguar's range of turbocharged 4-cylinder petrol and diesel Ingenium engines offered on the E-Pace include a 296 brake horsepower 2-litre petrol as a range topper, which does stand still to 62 miles per hour in 6.4 seconds with a top speed of 131 miles per hour. It's also, of course, the most expensive, costing £45,660. If economy is more your thing, the most frugal is the 2-litre 148 brake diesel, which has CO2 emissions of 124 grams per kilometre. They can all be paired with a 9-speed automatic, while a 6-speed manual is available on the 2 petrols. That entry-level 2-litre diesel is also the only model available with front-wheel drive, while the rest get all-wheel drive. There are 2 different all-wheel drive systems, a standard one carried over from the Disco Sport, and one called Active Driveline, which is similar but feels more rear-driven, a system akin to that in the Ford Focus RS. The car also offers a brake-based torque vectoring option that works with the all-wheel drive to help the driver in fast on-road cornering or with better traction for off-roading. The chassis uses McPherson strut front and multi-link rear suspension, and along with the all-wheel drive and adaptive dynamics dampers, it's been tuned for a sporty on-road drive. Drivers can also choose from 4 driving modes through the touchscreen. These are normal, dynamic, eco and rain, ice and snow. When choosing an E-Pace, you can either go standard or opt for the R Dynamic pack, which adds lots of sporty looking touches. Then, on both E-Pace and E-Pace R Dynamic, there are 3 trim levels, S, SE and HSE. Standard equipment isn't bad for a premium car, with the infotainment system, LED headlights and a rear view camera, as well as plenty of safety systems. So that's the E-Pace in a nutshell. We'll drive the car before the end of the year, so look out for our review. And if you like this, give us a thumbs up, and of course don't forget to subscribe.